beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are here with another video. Yes, y'all. We are talking a little bit about the Slouchy beanie hats, and in this one, I added a puff to the end, and then I folded it. So it can be worn as the Slouchy beanie, or you can wear it as the folded brim beanie. It is a little different than my folded brim beanie that is on my channel. I'm sorry. I have a tutorial on the channel for a folded brim beanie. Amazing pattern. If you don't want to go to the length to add all of that extra rows for the slouchy, you can just go through the folded, have your nice folded brim beanie, and easy, quick, and you can kind of just push them out like this. But if you're looking for the slouchy beanie look, I'm going to talk about it today. I'm not giving y'all a tutorial on this one, but we're going to talk about how you can actually get the look. And I think that's important because it's so easy, y'all. So this is the slouchy beanie right here. And I have it folded up on this mannequin, and I added, like I say, a puff to the end of it because who I was making it for, I'm going to put this down as I talk to y'all. Who I was making it for wanted me to make a beanie with the puff on each beanie, and they gave me the specific colorways for the beanies. So I was just like, okay, I'll make the slouchy, and then we're just going to add the puff. So let's look at her on a mannequin. This is her hair, and look right here, we got the little thing. You can wear it slouchy with even with a puff. And if you want to kind of just have it up and say, okay, we're going to have her slouchy, put the puffs up to the top kind of like that, you can still wear it. It's so versatile, y'all. It's up to you how you like to wear your hats. Now, I had it in the colorway, the black and the gray. I did it in this beautiful navy blue and light blue. And I did not have the navy blue. I thought when I ordered the yarn, I said, okay, I should have a navy blue navy blue yarn that would match, because the one that I ordered with this, the light blue, I'm sorry, the navy blue yarn, when I ordered it, I was trying to get a light blue, messed it all up and got the wrong color. So I had this light blue in my stash. It wasn't the best of the best, but I was just like, okay, since I didn't like it as much as I liked the yarn that I purchased for the hats, I would put them in kind of like little strips. So I went in and I did like 10 stitches into the rows, and I did it kind of like every other row. And I only did it all the way to like a certain amount to the top. And for the brim part, I did not add any of the blue. So it kind of gives it a solid look here, but a nice little, if you can see going around, gives it that nice little look of hints of light blue. And I added like the gray puff. I really think this one turned out cute. So that's that one. So then the last one that I did for this order was the chocolate and the light brown. I really absolutely love this one, and I got that nice little puff there. So it's so versatile, like I said. And one thing that I like too, I made sure that with this puff, you can take it off. So it's that puff that has like a little hook at the end, and you can, I put like what's it called, y'all? I put a button. I put a button in the top of the hat so that I could actually just weave this right here in for a quick second, get that hoop, wrap it around a button. If they want to take it off to wash it, or if you just want to wear the hat without the actual puff, you can do that. Now, let's get into talking about the slouchy beanie. First, I'm going to say everybody does it different, y'all. Everybody. And you'll see that not only does everyone does it different, there's some similarities, and it's okay. If you find someone that's going to teach you to do it the way that you actually enjoy it being done when it comes down to crochet, do it that way. Not one way is like just like, oh, this is the holy grail of crochet patterns, or the holy grail of the way you're supposed to create your beanies. Listen, I'm all about simplicity, so I'm going to explain why I do mine that way. I love to make things a little easier on me. So all of my beanies, I have learned to start with 10 double crochets in the magic ring. Now you will see, if you go follow that folded brim beanie, I want to say I started with 10 there as well. I find that starting with 10, when I do those increased rows and I get up to 60, because 60 increases for me, 60 stitches as I'm doing my increased rows fits great when it comes down to the hats. Sometimes I know some may go to like 70, some may go a little over or a little under, however in between. That's fine. It may work for you. But when I'm using, let me show y'all. When I'm using this 5mm hook, going up to 60 stitches when I do an increase works best for me. That's just me. You may use a 6mm hook, go up to 60, and it fits perfectly. It all depends on like your tension. But if you look at the folded brim beanie hat, what makes this hat a little different from that hat, when you're doing the round of back loop only, I think in that pattern, you're going to skip that round and you're going to make it just like a regular double crochet round, and you're just going to extend it all the way down. When you extend the rows all the way down, you're going to see here, I do a total of 25 rows for my folded brim beanie. I know some people may do longer. You can do however you want to, y'all. If you want to do 30 rows, 35, if you want it just to be slouchy, 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 it's up to you. If you don't want it to be that slouchy, you go the number of rows that actually you like. So I go increase up to 60, and then once I get to my last increase row, I just crochet a double crochet all around until I get the length that I want in each round. Now I go to 24. Now I would say on this row, you see on that 25th row, I actually make it a half double crochet row. I love, 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 love that it's a half double crochet row, because I love it because it kind of makes it a little more cleaner. And then I like the way, if I'm doing like two colors, like two tones or multiple colors, I get in this off color here, and it doesn't have the extended length of the double crochet, but it makes it kind of look like, oh, okay, I wanted to add just like an ending of that last color, just to kind of give it like a proper color. So if you wanted to wear it in that slouchy pattern. So I find that that works best for me for my hats. Like I say, you have to find what works best for you. But using a 5mm hat for my beanies, going in the round, increasing until I get to 60 stitches, have worked perfectly for me, and they fit the average adult size heads. And my tension is pretty okay. And one thing you got to remember about crochet too, I wanted to say, is that it stretches out. It really stretches out. So you don't want to go too big when it comes down to increases and having your hat a little too big, because then after you wear it, it's going to stretch out a little bit and you're like, oh my goodness, this is a little more looser than I remember. It's just because crochet, after overtime, the yarn does stretch. So I just wanted to kind of come on and talk to y'all a little bit about the slouchy beanies, because I had to make an order of 3 slouchy beanies, and I have another order coming up, but that's before I make an order for the I have some ruffle socks that I have to make. So I have to get those done, and since I got these done, I said, let me hop on and talk to y'all, and talk to y'all about this folded beanie slash adding a puff slash slouch, whatever you want to call it. But just the overall of, how versatile a pattern can be. Y'all saw on the shorts that I made that I do talk about that a lot, about how I really love the slouchy beanie pattern, because it's like your basic beanie pattern, y'all. Basic, but you could do so much. If you flip your colors, and when you're changing your colors, if you want to keep the ends in and then ravel them out, you can have like a two-sided hat, and on one side you got it kind of like that look like with the ends out. Lord, I don't know what I'm trying to think. You can have that look with the ends out, and that can be one side, and then the other side can be just the regular side. So I'm trying to see, is that all that I wanted to talk to? Yes, that's all that I wanted to explain. If y'all have any comments or any questions about the way that I do the beanies, or if there's anything that I can help you with when it comes down to the beanies, let me know. I am here to help the best way that I can. Like I say, I am not the end all be all when it comes down to crochet. I'm learning every day. Even though I have crocheted for a good little while, I still learn something new, and I feel like when I learn something new, let's hop on, teach each other, and it can probably make it easier for you when you're doing crochet. But if you want to make the slouch pattern, go follow my folded brim beanie pattern. Follow that. Skip the row of back loops only, and just continue extending it all the way down, and boom, bam, pow. At the end, in, make your row of half double crochet, and y'all are going to be good to go. Now, before we get up out of here, y'all, we are going to dig into this inspiration jar, and we're going to see what the message is hitting for today, because there's a message for today, y'all. I filled it up, and we have a message for today. So our message for today, let's see, y'all. Excuse the noise in the background, y'all. It's nothing I could do. I was trying to say, let me hop on and get it done, but they are cutting the grass, and it's almost just like I can't say, hey, hold on for a second. So excuse that. But anyways, the message for today says, you don't have to see the staircase, just take the first step. Y'all, whoever this message is for, I want you to understand. Listen again. You do not have to see the staircase, just take the first step. Listen, sometimes we want to see what is ahead of us. We want to know what's in the future before we actually do what's right now. Our right now could determine where we go in the future, but we have to first take the first step. Just do it. Just do it. One foot in front of the other. Take that step, and before you know, you'll be looking back like, man, I did it. I overcame that, and here I am. And that's what life is all about. Take the first step. Stop worrying about who built the staircase. Stop worrying about if it's going to hold my weight. Stop worrying about X, Y, Z. We will worry about the wrong things instead of being in that moment and just taking that first step. So with that being said, I hope that y'all have an amazing, beautiful day. I want y'all to always remember, y'all, I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and I will see you next time.